Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tyler Shamali from Ascension Performance. We had a recommendation from Sarah to ask about VooDoo Floss and how to utilize this great device. Alright guys, so before we get into using this great device, I want to just put a little bit of a disclaimer out there. If you are using blood thinners, beta blockers, or anything of that relation that has to deal with your blood pressure, I would highly advise asking your doctor if this is a good idea for you. So before using VooDoo Floss, what I want you to understand is what it is. And I'm going to use a quote from Dr. Kelly Starrett himself, the Supple Leopard, who created this device with the help of Rogue Fitness. And he states in his book, Becoming a Supple Leopard, this is best for restoring sliding surfaces, releasing trigger points, removing scar tissue, clearing a swollen or inflamed joint, improving range of motion and joint mobility in a position of restriction, as well as improving muscular contractions. So there you have it. I mean, there are an array of different benefits that this device provides. It's all a matter of using it correctly. And that's what I want to show you. Before we dive into using it on different joints, I want to illustrate how to use it and how to know that you're not messing it up. Now, as a quick way of measure, what I want to say before we start is that you want to ensure that this is tight but not too tight to the point where your blood cannot fill back in the capillaries surrounding the area you're working on. For instance, we're going to work on the elbow at first, and what I want to make sure is that my hands can adequately fill back up with blood. So when you are working with this and you got your hand right here, generally the blood fills back. You'll see it goes a little bit white and then it comes back to that normal red slash pasty tone. So what I want to do is I want to start with, as you see, I already did it to my right elbow and it's already feeling incredibly loose. I'm going to go on my left side. I'm going to start halfway up the forearm. I want to start by getting an overlap so I don't have to worry about losing it at all. So you're not going to do anything tight for that. You're just going to get it working from there. And then at that point, you want to take the band and then make little lawnmower tracks all the way up towards the midline. Now, as you're doing this, a couple of tips would be keep the same tension on the VooDoo the whole time so that way you don't have to worry about any risks or anything like that. And also, make sure you're doing what I call lawnmower tracks. You want to consistently overlap the VooDoo to have full compression on the area you are working on. Now, for things like the knees, we are going to tie the ends off. For places like the arm like this, I don't really need to tie them off. I'm just going to hold it like so, and I'm going to put my joint through just series of range of motion. So I'll start with like a supine hand right here like so. I'll maybe rotate my wrist and continue to put it through ranges of motion. I'll internally, externally rotate my wrist. Find for any restrictions that you might have in any positions, trying to really get extension, flexion, and all those great things. After you've done this for about a minute or two, you can unwrap the VooDoo and then shake it out. That's what I like to do, just to get some blood flow going back into that area. Alright guys, so the next part will be an unguided portion of me showing you different things you can do with the VooDoo and different areas you can work on your body. Enjoy.
Silky beat.